Okay, I'm here with Amy Hedtke, who has a very nice red Ron Paul button and whose son is a big Doctor Who fan, so I'm predisposed to like her to begin with. So Amy, what brings you to Massachusetts here for this RNC meeting?
A van with 5 people in it from Texas.
Now, I've only been in Texas for a half hour in my life, but my second largest readership is in Texas, so I love Texas.
Awesome. We have a great grassroots crew that has been coming to the RNC meetings. We road tripped to North Carolina. We road tripped out to Hollywood, and our job is really just to follow the meeting, talk to who we can, influence who we can, draw back the curtain on the stuff that's not going right, support the people that are doing the right thing.
Now, what part of Texas are you from? I'm from Massachusetts, obviously, so I don't know the interior of the state. Where in Texas would I find you on a map?
Most of us are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, is there something in particular you're hoping to see at this meeting?
At this meeting, we are really hoping to see the Mark Willis resolution fully sponsored, so that the conversation can at least happen on the floor.
Now, can you explain to my readers what the Mark Willis resolution is in case they do not know?
It basically addresses calling for a hearing on the vote that was taken in Tampa about the rules. That's pretty much all it does.
The rules from the 2012 election,
correct,
which I imagine caused quite a few people to stay home that we should have had at the ballot box.
I know for a fact it did, yes.
Yes, I was here in Boston that night, and it was not a pleasant. It was not a. I had many unpleasant phone calls to make. I also noticed you are wearing a Ron Paul button, and you had a great explanation as to why you were wearing a Ron Paul button versus like a Rand Paul button.
Oh, yes. Well, I am a very picky chick. So Ron Paul is one of our he is the only congressman that voted 100% in line with the Constitution. That's what got me with Ron Paul's voting record. And, unfortunately, even Rand Paul and Ted Cruz, love the guys, but they're not quite there yet. But I had originally not worn my Ron Paul pin because this is not about Ron Paul. But at the first RNC meeting that I went to in January, Chairman Priebus mentioned that, well, we need to be reaching out to the Ron Paul people. So I said, well, if he wants to reach out to the Ron Paul people, he needs to know who we are. So at that moment, I decided to just start wearing my Ron Paul pin at all the meetings.
Now, have you met, other than the strange person that is myself, have you met a lot of interesting people here?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It is very interesting to come to the RNC meeting. We learn a lot every time we come.
And will you be here for all 3 days, or will you be heading north for the Allen West event on Friday in New Hampshire?
We will be here following the RNC meeting to the bitter end. In fact, we set up a Facebook event page that's called Following Liberty at the summer RNC meeting in Boston, and we already have almost a couple hundred people that are following it right now.
All right. Well, hopefully that couple hundred people will see this on YouTube and on my site later today.
Thank you.
Well, Amy, thank you very much for your time.
Awesome.